One of the first questions you ask yourself when you get your paycheck is that, can I really live on this salary? Because we know that new grads always start out, the rates are a little bit lower because you have bills that are real, you have student loan that is real, and to be honest, avocado toast doesn't pay for itself. We know a lot of people love avocado. Yeah, so today we're going to talk about that because I want us to just look into what life really looks like on new grad salary. And I'm just going to share with you based on when I just started and know where I'm at. We're going to talk about it. So we're going to break this down for the new grad. What that can actually afford, with the struggle and how to actually survive even when it is small. All right, you can still thrive through it. Let's just talk about the numbers for new grad pay in, the US here. Because most new grads usually is earning anywhere between like $28 to $38 an hour, depending on the state, the hospital and the specialty. And that sounds okay on paper until you factor in like rent. You talk about utilities, some persons have student loans, you have groceries, transportation. So all of that suddenly feels a little bit tight when you look at what you have on paper and your bills. Especially if you live in a city where rent alone eats up half of your money. So talk about California and New York. Yes. So living comfortably, it depends on what you're talking about. So can you really live comfortably on a new grad salary? And it depends on where you're living. So it depends on your definition of comfort as well, because some persons can live comfortably on, simple things. So you pay your bills on time, you're having something to eat for fun, being able to save a little. Then yes, it is possible, but you have to budget carefully. For persons, comfortable can mean that you're eating out every night. Some persons are buying a car and going on trips. Some persons are shopping without even thinking. Then maybe not on a new grad salary alone. So you have to make sure that you budget and you plan. So some of the tips that you can use to help with stretching your paycheck as a new grad is that 1, budget. Budget like a nurse. You track every dollar for the month. Yes, track your dollars per month, and that will help. Meal prep, it also saves a lot of money and stress. I do not much of it, but I do prepare my own food. Transportation, you can also do minimal driving. You can also pick up side hustles, pick up overtime or per diem shifts. That can help as well. Find a roommate that can help with, lowering the cost as well. It's not glamorous, but it works for some persons. Many new grads rely on overtime to make ends meet. And yes, it helps financially, but there is also a cost. And in the long run, that is what we're trying to avoid, burnout. You're feeling exhausted. A lot of time, persons have less free time. Mental health stress is something that they have to deal with. And so yes, overtime is there. You can live with that comfortably, but it shouldn't be something that you plan your life around. Do not rely on overtime to have that kind of, life you want to live. Living comfortably is not about the numbers, it's about what is expected. You can accept that your first nursing job isn't going to make you rich, but it's your foundation to get into that point. Comfortable living in your first year might mean you say no to some things like, some social outings, you cooking at home, you being intentional with your spending. Just remember, it's not forever. It's you it's like a stepping stone to your goal. All right. Just remember that nursing pay eventually grows. All right. So after 1 to 2 years, you're no longer being paid at the same rate. You increase. You can always switch units and still get more money. You can do certifications. The overtime eventually add up. So even if you are, tight on money now, your earning potential increases quickly when you plan wisely. And that is something that we need to start doing from early. New graduates, don't feel as though you are defeated if your first salary feels small. You have many nurses out there that are surviving and they're thriving on like an entry-level pay. One thing it does is that it teaches you how to budget. It helps with you, being financially responsible. And just look at the bigger opportunities, further down the line. So just remember that your first paycheck, it's not a life sentence. It's not. It's like a launching pad. So just go out there and get your experience, budget properly, and just be financially responsible. And eventually you can live a comfortable life, later on. But as a new graduate, you can live on, if you budget and plan and manage, then you can. But if you're not doing any of those and you're into luxury, then it will be a problem. And so nursing is a long-term game. It's not a sprint. So if you're coming in and you're thinking that overnight you're gonna be like a millionaire, then they're gonna tell you, say, no, a wrong profession you're coming on. All right. And even if you're going to some other professions out there, it still take time. So make sure you're managing your money properly as a new grad, and try to just figure it out as you go along. Try to remember that, in order for you to reach certain place in life, in order for you to advance, in order for you to become wealthy, you have to start from somewhere. And starting off as a new grad at a lower rate is just paving the way for, a brighter future for you and your family. All right. Just go ahead and comment in the box below and tell me, are you into budgeting right now as a new nurse or even as a nurse? Just go ahead and tell me so we can have an idea of how financially responsible you are. Just saying. But just go ahead and just tell us, are you budgeting right now as a nurse? All right, and then from there. But thank you so much for tuning in to the Think Nursing page, where we share content related to nursing, travel, and lifestyle. Until then, I will see you in the next video. Or remember to go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube page and my TikTok here. Go ahead and follow me. Turn your notification bells on YouTube as well to hear whenever a video is posted. Until then, I will see you in the next video. Bye.